Welcome to Ear to the Common Ground. Here we celebrate the power of music and food to bring Americans together. Filmed from a historic barn on Cash Lane in Music City, each episode of Ear to the Common Ground features one musical artist and a diverse gathering of 8 of their fans. Everyone brings a dish to the table and they talk about one of the issues of the day, face to face, with compassion replacing contempt, as they keep their hearts, ears, and minds attuned to the common ground. I'm Frank Solivan, and these are 8 of my fans. Scott, Israel, Megan, Neil, Jody, Michael, Big John, and Clemmy. Tonight, we are focusing on gun rights and control. Let's celebrate America's greatest diversity, diversity of thought, and shine a light on some common ground.
I had to break things off and get out while I could. Find someone else, it makes me feel like I should.
Well, my son was murdered. He was 29 years old. He was murdered in 2003. He was my only son. My nephew was murdered in 2015. He was 18. And my grandson was murdered in 2016. So he was 18.
Was this all as a result of gun violence?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So either way it go, I still have not differ. I still don't believe in harsh punishment. I believe that we need to find a little more out about gun control, gun rights, and the hands that it get into. And that's why I'm really glad I'm here to being a part of this, because I like to hear from everybody, especially this young man here.
My family was not the richest of the families, or we were pretty poor growing up. So as far as that goes, I saw guns everywhere I went. Growing up in anywhere from Compton, Inglewood, to San Gabriel Valley.
Even kids your age?
Kids my age, they would bring guns no matter what. Even still here, I still see guns coming to school. Like recently we had a lockdown because someone brought a gun to school.
I advocate for this all the time as making this a new standard law that every single school should have a metal detector. We have a model for it. We have our recipe in a lot of our inner city schools. We don't see active shootings there because they have metal detectors, and it's only $3,000 on average for the cost of a metal detector. So what a low cost to save so many lives.
We have a Second Amendment, right? And I know that that's something that everybody here feels strongly about in one way or another. So how do we balance that?
There's a difference between a right and a privilege. And, you know, however the first humans landed on this planet, there was a right to protect themselves. And so, and our Constitution says we will not invade in that right. It doesn't say we give you the right to protect yourself. It says we know that just as a species on this planet, that there are the things that could get you. And so you need to be able to protect yourself. And so we're not going to get in the way of that.
There's a distinct difference in protecting you and yours inside your own perimeter. If I leave my perimeter, my personal space, then my groove space overlaps with yours.
Absolutely.
So your First Amendment right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and not having to worry if I'm some crackpot with an Uzi, kind of takes precedence over my privilege to carry a gun outside my own home.
It's a double-edged sword there, because you have the training is something that previously in the homes you had parents who would help or train or teach them how to hunt. And that's the way I was raised. I was raised on a farm, raised to hunt. Well, that's something very different than what the modern day is going on there. And with that being said, the training facilities, I think, are a mighty positive thing when it comes down to actually having a plan in place and not just getting a tool and not knowing how to use it.
I'm not a gun owner. Some people I can kind of get a sense already, some have said. Canada has done like an assault-style buyback. I think Australia did it in the 90s following their huge mass shootings, respectively. And also you can argue that maybe mass shootings kind of distract from the real issue, which is day-to-day gun violence rather than school shootings. But right to bear arms to me means what arms, where, and when.
Thank you guys for coming. And this is Jeremy. So this is Thank you guys for coming and having such great spirit and hanging out and like talking about things. We're gonna have some music in a little while, but this is my mom's lemon bar recipe. I can get choked up if I talk about it too much.
I've seen so many pictures of your beautiful mama.
Yeah, she was an incredible cook and it inspired me to cook and so on and so forth. So, hence the name of my band, Dirty Kitchen. My family used to get together around tables like this and have big meals. And the next thing you know, instruments start coming out of the cases and we would play music and talk story and, you know, have a really cool connection that way. And, you know, I miss it, you know? Everybody's kind of a little dispersed now, but I'm really glad this was an opportunity to bring people together with music and food. So thank you guys so much.
I gotta get away just to ease my mind. That woman got me running crazy, about to lose my mind. They said she's gonna do right, swear she's gonna be good. Well, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. So I slammed that door, said I won't be back. I'm only 2 days gone, I got a broken heart attack. They said she's gonna do right, swear she's gonna be good. Well, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. Yeah, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. To break things off and get out while I could. Find someone else, it makes me feel like I should. They said she's gonna do right, swear she's gonna be good. Well, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. Yeah, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. What do you say, son? That's what she's gonna do. Try and smooth things out. Well, I wish I couldn't, baby, but there's too much room for doubt. She says she's gonna do right. I swear she's gonna be good. Well, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. Yeah, she said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. Oh, she said she will, but she won't like I knew. She said she will, but she won't like I knew. She said she will, but she won't like I knew she would. Thanks for coming. Islands again, singing with family and my friends. Back on the islands again. Back on the islands again, singing with Ernie and my friends. Back on